Previously on Eden's Zero, the two dark stars, Killer and Clown, infiltrated the Eden Zero, but were met with their counterparts, Hermit and Sister, and in a showdown of knowledge, Killer showed off that even though he is a machine, he has the ability to use overdrive instead of just a battle trap, because, and this is through Shiki's abilities to have memories from another time, space, whatever, float into him, well, fall into him, gravity abilities and all that. An alternate version of Hermit and Killer talked about how even inanimate object could have an overdrive form, something that Hermit showed that she also had knowledge of by implementing her own overdrive mode. So it's overdrive versus overdrive. Who will come out on top? Join me as I find out, won't you? Okay, we got Holy looking very lovely. She does like her poolsides. Then again, that's Mashima wanting to show off them baps. Alright, chapter 195, getting so close to 200. Fictitious story. Wonder what that means. Da-dun! Hermit stands before Killer in her overdrive mode, looking, with one hella of a wedgie and that underboob. The underboobie. And Killer shocked as he says, overdrive? Whoa! And Hermit unleashes a massive attack that Killer just only barely manages to avoid. Slightly grazes his cheek, but then Hermit goes in for the kick, and boom! Killer gets his skull rocked. Oof. Mashima's loving these angles, though. Hermit knocks Killer's head right into the ground. Ooh, sends him flying, too. Killer manages to recover and says, "That's impossible. This is way beyond any of the data I have on her." Sister says, "Yo, Hermit, try not to break everything in the hangar, okay?" "Okay, Joker boy, you ready to start this fight?" And she looks over at Clown and he's nowhere to be found. He says, "You're gone. Where do you go off to, you little turd?" And Sister goes racing down the corridors, saying, "You will not wander around the ship unsupervised. Wait, I'm getting a signal. Beginning pursuit. Ah! Aha!" And she taps on the door. Oh my god. Okay, Cloud is chilling out in the bath of Edens, just enjoying himself. Sister says angrily, "You little..." And Clown, still floating in the bath, says, "Ah, I love large communal baths. Would you join me?" Sister angrily says, "You think this is some kind of game, punk? Huh?" Oh. And then Clown sinks into the water, and Sister stands shocked as she notices something's wrong with the water. A weird bubbling. I'm surprised they didn't make a fart joke, but the water starts bubbling and burning. And Clown says, "Water is life, but in my hands it turns to poison." And with a sinister grin, Clown says, "I am the death of Edens, and I can grant you an inescapable demise." Oh. Meanwhile, back at the weird cursed hospital, Shiki has managed to track down Pino and Happy and asks them, "Are you okay?" Pino cries out, "Master!" And Happy just simply cries, "Wow, Rebecca, she was taken by that murky froggy." Murky froggy? And Pino says, "Don't worry, Mr. Happy. Miss Rebecca is still alive." And Shiki adds, "Yeah, and we're gonna go and find her." And then some shadowy figure peeks over at Shiki, who is snapping the bars containing Happy and Pino. Shadowy figure is observing Shiki from atop some nearby cabinet. Oh! And then the figure comes down. It's a large mechanical centipede. Ugh. And of course Shiki freaks out. Bug! And suddenly the mechanical centipede is blasted multiple times, much to Shiki's shock. It's Wise! Coming in guns blazing. Shiki shouts for Wise. And Pino asks, "You are unhurt?" But Happy says, with a very sad look, "All that blood doesn't say unhurt to me." Wise responds, "It's not as bad as it looks. My protection matrix blocked most of the bullets, but I still messed up That was pathetic. I let him trick me with a hologram of someone who can't possibly be here. Okay, so it really wasn't his mother. Shiki responds, yeah, they almost got me with that one too. Pino says, this dimension is not safe. Happy responds, let's hurry and save Rebecca so we can get out of here. Shiki asks Pino, is there a way to get out of here? And Pino says, well, the Wise says while activating his ether gear, leave that to me. I think I've got this place figured out. I'm gonna remodel it, the whole dimension. Meanwhile, back at the battle, Hermit hits Killer with another punch! Although he managed to at least avoid the more blunt force from the attack. He manages to recover and then activates multiple missiles firing out of him. Whew. But Hermit is able to easily dodge all of them. And Hermit has got some insane agility, dodging each and every missile. Left, right, center. She is flipping all over the place. And all Killer can say is, what? Hermit says, when I'm in my overdrive, my ballistic projection simulator is constantly running. Sorry, but your guns won't work on me. As she types away at her keyboard, saying, your luck ran out the second you sneaked into our hangar. Every weapon we keep here is network linked to me. As every gun in the hangar floats before Killer, as he can only stand shock as Hermit unleashes Guns Harvest as every gun fires onto Killer. Just a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot of gunfire. And Killer is just getting ravaged. Like, he is suffering massive damage. And then eventually the gunfire stops, and Hermit, with a smile, asks Killer, do you really want to keep going? Oh, and then a figure of Killer appears behind Hermit, saying, she said in the illusion. The other version of Killer just shakes off the attack and goes in on Hermit, while the other Killer, standing behind Hermit, says, poor thing, so proud of your victory, and you have no idea that you're fighting a hologram. What? And as Hermit clashes with the illusionary Killer, the real Killer says, all of that is a fictitious story happening in a program I created. The real me is behind you. As the cable sticking out of Killer's back injects into Hermit's neck, as Hermit can only look back in disbelief, questioning, huh? What is happening? As more of Killer's tendrils inject themselves into Hermit, he says, let the darkness corrupt you. Now come to our side. As Hermit's systems read, a virus has been detected. Recovery protocol deactivated. Detecting hardwire failure. As Hermit can only scream in pain. Are you kidding me? Oh god, it's one of these kind of fights. And so a version of Hermit appears behind that version of Killer, as Hermit says, and so it goes in the scenario where I'm sure you think your hologram is fooling me. God damn it. I don't know whether to be happy or just be annoyed. Killer can only stand shocked as Hermit says, sorry, but I'm pretty good at lifelike 3D holograms too. The real me is behind you. As Hermit reels back for a punch and decks Killer right in the face with an attack called Logical Arm Blast. And as he's knocked away, all Killer can say is, how? How did you know it was a hologram? As Hermit, transforming out of her overdrive mode, says, I extracted the data on your fight with Wise, so I was able to predict your battle style. Do you really think you can beat me at programming? But I guess I have Wise to thank this time. I like that. I really like that. I like that Wise's defeat actually played a hand in helping Hermit understand how to beat him. To know that she should take nothing she sees at face value. Always be looking for Killer to be trying to play her in some way, shape, or form. You know, it's funny. I thought Hermit was being overconfident in this, but because of Y's information, she knew to be cautious to everything, question everything. That was good. I really actually kind of like that. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Fuck, Mashima. Damn. That was good. Again, I love the fact that he used Wise's defeat to help Hermit's victory. I love that kind of shit. Because it makes it so that Wise's efforts were not completely in vain. Oh, that was good. That was good. Although now I have to question, Killer didn't go in to destroy Hermit. He tried to corrupt her, to bring her over to their side. Why? Was that their mission from the beginning? To convert the remaining android members of the Shining Stars? Why? To what end? Was it simply because Ziggy is looking to make it so that all robot kind rules? That has to be it. That makes the most sense, because of Ziggy's plan. Huh, damn. So, was that really just their true goal? I had originally thought they just wanted to take over the Eden Zero, but if it was simply to convert Hermit and Sister, that also makes a lot of sense. That was pretty wild though. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. It also raises the question, does that mean that Killer can't use Overdrive? Because he wasn't in Overdrive in his actual form, only in his hologram form. But Hermit was in Overdrive in her actual form. So maybe had he actually been in Overdrive mode, he would have stood a higher chance. And so also, that version of Wise's mom was really just a hologram. Damn. I really was questioning whether or not there was any validity to that, but I guess not. Kind of disappointing, but it would create too much baggage if it was actually there. Also, Clown. Man, he looks sinister as fuck. Although I am really interested in seeing Sister fight. We haven't really gotten much of her battle prowess, and this really is a great chance to really have them show up and show out. Because we really just do not see her in combat situations. Then again, she is the healer, but that's interesting. Also, does this mean that the Bath of Edens is completely destroyed? Can it be restored? I hope so. But yeah, again, this was fun. Hermit's Overdrive mode is too many kinds of sexy. Just too many kinds of sexy. Just, Jesus, Mashima, you need to stop outdoing yourself with this. Like, bam! But this was good. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How did you feel about Hermit's battle against Killer? Do you feel it was lackluster, or was it just what you're looking for? And what do you think about the fight between Sister and Clown? Do you think she'll have just as easy a time? Or do you think she'll actually end up struggling against that Killer Clown? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below once again. And subscribe, that way you don't miss out on the next video. Or not, I'm not your daddy, but I still love you like one. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!